deserves standing ovation.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Oakland A's and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Steve K gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're going to have to nickname this guy Nada, N-A-D-A, because that's exactly what he's done. He's given up nothing in his last 3 starts. That's right. Look at that ERA. Last 3 starts, 0.00. You can't get any better than this guy's been his last 3.
The center fielder.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Over the last 10 games, he's driven in only 3 runs. That's not the kind of production you expect from a guy hitting in the middle of the order. He's had some opportunities. He just hasn't cashed in.
Stephen Piscotty stands in as he looks at a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
1-1. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And it's fouled away.
Hey, we got one out here.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on.
Here we go now. Let's go.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Still 2-2. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Matt Olson. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Go, guys, let's do it.
A ball and a strike.
That counts 1-1.
The 1-1.
8-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, 2 away now.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Hey, come on now. Get him yourself.
The 1-2. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and up next the ever versatile Chad Pinder.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right there.
First offering on its way. The 0-1 on its way.
Yeah.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Sheldon Noisy swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. This one's down to third. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Now at the plate, Sean Murphy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one. Slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and next it'll be the outfielder Ramon Laureano.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up next the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Out in front of it, strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Piscotty has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Hit out towards second, fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. In there, and it's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hey, we got 2 here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Now another 1-2. 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful. and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2 one more time. Grounded
1-1.
weakly down the line toward third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally... And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. 0-1 the count. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Mountcastle is there. And that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in, Chad Pinder. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And he fouls this one off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Giving chase is good one. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Sheldon Noisy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box, Sean Murphy. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Mountcastle is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Steven Piscotty stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Goodwin is there, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're down 4-0.
7th inning, correct.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Matt Olson goes quietly to lead off the 8th.
Designated hitter.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Up.
Popped him up. Mountcastle in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the outfielder, Chad Pinder.
Chad Pinder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
One.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another chance? Sheldon Noisy. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Sheldon Noisy.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy.
The catcher.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Oakland. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors.